Yeah, since my channel is now called Classic Junk, instead of just doing videos about a Lexus, I might start doing videos more about stuff like this. But yeah. Yeah, last summer I brought this old radio upstairs. It's this one. Well, it's one just like this one. I got another one. And I don't have the original one yet. This thing, it's got a good transmit, but it doesn't have good receive. But the other one I have, it's in rougher shape, but has really good receive. So I'm going to swap housings and microphone with that. Then I got this thing for 20 bucks off of eBay. And it works good. The receive is a little weak in it. And I got this thing for 66 bucks off of eBay. It's I think around a 2005 model or something, but it's been peaked and tuned. It does a dead key of 7 watts. And I got this little meter for like cheap as hell. And then doing this video because that stereo antenna video, I got a lot of views. I may do a part 2 and explain more how to tune it, because it's got to be pretty exact. You only got 3 millimeters or so for it to sing. And I like talking to Skip, but it hasn't been very often. There's a 2-meter radio somebody gave to me, so I may keep it because you can use it as a scanner. I can't talk on it because I don't have a license yet. I brought that old radio upstairs, and then it just kind of, I got interested in it after I heard Skip, because I didn't realize what that was. Of course, I also got this switch here. That was cheap. But thing is, you will get some attenuation with the cable and the switch and stuff. If you want to go barefoot, which means no amplifier, you want least amount of cable as possible. Then this little power supply does 7 amp max. I only run one radio off it at a time, and this radio dead keys at 7 watts, and I wouldn't put a radio even more powerful than that on this thing, but it's been working fine. And of course I got the shortwave over here. I need to make an antenna for that. It's kind of hard to do in the city. And then this, because it's peaked and tuned, it has a little more power. It burnt out one of these factory ones here, so I made my own with the automotive 5 amp fuse. I'm sure it's fine. And of course, if you do that, you always want to use the shortest amount of power wire possible. You want the thickest, and you want the fuse to be closer to the power supply. So yeah, the addiction continues, Oh wow, this thing's bigger than I thought it was. Wow, yeah, it's got some weight to it. Definitely feels like a good old radio. Yeah, this is a pc68ltx. I'm gonna use this with the driver, because I want to use my 7-watt radio. Plus that thing, I can't even turn up the mic gain without it cutting out after about 10 seconds, because it just gets overwhelmed. Either that, or it's had enough of me. My first new radio, because these other ones were used. That's it for the CB stuff, though. I'm gonna use the other one in my car and all that. Only thing is that this thing, it doesn't have a SWR meter. The meter doesn't seem to be doing anything. The power meter is working. I just had it on the wrong switch. Gave it a good high SWR dead key there for a second. But as long as you're not hanging on it, that won't hurt anything. Let's see what it does for power. Okay, it does about 3.8 or so. This meter might be off though. Alright, that's enough of this. What I like about the microphone, it's not clunky. This Cobra microphone is just clickety clunkety and everything. But yeah, solid. The knobs kind of feel cheap, but I mean brand new, $4, 63 bucks, come on. It's shiny. The squelch is like a solid cut. Cobra, you got the squelch that kind of where it fades in and out. This is like a solid cut where it's off. That's the only thing that really makes it seem cheap to me. Really, for the mic gain, you plug into the PA and see what it sounds like. Breaker 19 radio check, come on back. Yeah, this thing isn't bad at all for 63 bucks brand new. Got the classic look. A channel change knob, I kind of like it. I mean, at first I was like, it's weird. It's a little bit of a click, kind of easy to move.